I realized by the age of 31 that a lot of people like to take advantage of your weaknesses. And if you're a really nice person and you say yes to a lot of things, and you do a lot for others, right? Even if it's out of pure generosity, right? You're trying to help your friends or something, you give them money or something, or you just say yes to everything, all of their outings, you become too available all the time. I realize that people tend to take advantage of you. They take advantage of the fact that you're always available. They take advantage of the fact that you're always so nice, and they become manipulative. I'm not saying everyone is like this, but you'd be surprised that even your closest friends or the closest people in your family can snake you, right? And I'll give you an example. So I have a friend, right, who is a really, 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 really nice guy, right? He's been through a lot of trauma and stuff, but he's a very nice person. But there was some person that he knew for a long time, and this person is a very religious man, right? So they decided to make a business deal, right? Because the man that he knew was struggling financially, right? And he was, he was pretty much 45, 46-year-old guy, a single father. He has 4 kids, and he's living in a basement, trying to make ends meet. But anyways, my friend and him decided to make a business deal, right? And something about real estate. And because my friend is a really, really nice guy, and he feels sorry for, I don't know about sorry for people, but he likes to help people who are in need. He decided to give that guy $10,000, right? He decided to give him $10,000 for some sort of business deal. It's something to do with real estate. And basically, long story short, the guy did not give him his money back, and he cut him off the moment he gave him that 10 grand. And what led up to that was crazy, because they used to hang out all the time. And they used to talk about religious things, and he said, we're doing these things for God, and, since you're a brother of mine in the same religion, that, stuff like that we should help each other out. So my friend got, in a way, manipulated by him. He got gaslighted by him, right? And when I found out what happened, I was really, really surprised. I was really shocked about what happened, right? Because that's a lot. That's a lot of money, right? That's a lot of money, 10 grand. And he pretty much lost all that money. The guy cut him off, and when he confronted him about getting his money back, that guy he changed up. His personality changed. He started recording him while he was asking to get his money back, and he's saying, anyways, just like, it was embarrassing him. He was making him look weak. He was making him look like a pathetic fool for being, manipulated into giving 10 grand to this guy. But before that even happened, they hung out all the time. He was a really nice guy. That guy used to buy pizza for him. He used to buy coffee for him at, the coffee shop. Created a friendship, created a sense of trust amongst each other, right? And my friend unfortunately fell into this scam with this guy, right? And it's really sad, because that's not a common thing. I mean, that's not a rare situation. That happens with a lot of people, where they put a lot of trust into someone, right? They tell them all their weaknesses, all their problems, all their burdens that they're facing in their life, and then that person can turn it around and take advantage of you. Can take advantage of your weaknesses and take advantage of how nice you are, right? And this happens a lot. So that's why you really have to not tell people so much things about your life. Like, don't tell people about your weaknesses. Don't tell people about your financial burdens. Don't tell people about, your, bad breakups or shit like that, where it is your problem, not theirs. Right? Don't be so available for others. Right? Don't be so available, because the moment you start available, that person will start disrespecting you eventually. They'll start taking advantage of how kind you are. And it's so sad, because we live in a world where kindness is considered a weakness. But I think kindness is what the world needs. I think this world needs more kindness and generosity, but unfortunately people take advantage of it. People take advantage of nice people, kind people. Right? This world isn't all sunshine and rainbows, right? Where a lot of these people who are embracing, oh, the world's such a positive place, it's so positive and sunshine and rainbows, that's all bullshit. This world is not all 100% positive. It isn't. There's a lot of negativity and there's a lot of evil in this world. And a lot of that evil comes from people. And it's so crazy, because you may know someone, you may know one side of someone, but then behind closed bars, or like there's a dark side to them. There's a dark side. There's a dark reflection of them, right? It's like it's really crazy. It's scary. It's like, who can you trust nowadays, right? The only person you can trust is yourself, right? You gotta guard yourself. You gotta guard yourself. And I think there's different ways to protect yourself from these types of people. One is to have your faith, right? Have faith in God, and if you're a religious person, you should stay with your faith, and also guard your heart. Be aware, and honestly be aware of these things. You need to guard yourself, and you cannot be so nice to everyone all the time. Because unfortunately nowadays, niceness is, like I said, considered a weakness. People like to extrapolate that from you. They like to take something from you. Right? And yeah, it's unfortunate. Even for me. There have been times where, I thought I could trust someone, but then they started bringing up my past. They started bringing up my past relationships with my exes and all the bad things that they've said about me, about what my ex said about me and what they've heard about, and they tried bringing it up. Even if like you're friendly, just roasting each other in a conversation, you're ha ha ha, like a friendly roast. Sometimes what happens is that person ends up going another step up, right? To make you look weaker, to make you look down, to put you below them. People do that a lot. So that's why, right? It's important to stay on guard, and keep yourself to yourself. Don't tell everyone your problems. And don't be so available, and don't be so kind to everyone, right? Only be kind to select people that deserve it. Don't let out your heart to everyone free willy. Be very specific with who you give your heart to and your time to. Right? Be selective. Like how you're selective with the types of foods that you eat. That gives you nutrition. It's just like with people. Be selective with who you give your energy to, who you expose yourself to. If anything, don't expose yourself to anyone. That's probably the safest thing you could do. Keep your life private. Keep it to yourself and stay strong. Don't be weak. Don't always be a yes man. You don't need to always agree with everyone, and just so you can just for them to like you, or it's really sad, but it's true though. With the type of people that I met that have always brought up my past, or try to just take advantage of my kindness, I've just cut them off, because it's like a virus. It's like a parasite. The more I talk to them, the more I start becoming them as well. And I don't need that in my life. I don't need that negativity in my life at the age of 31 years of age. I don't need that type of unnecessary, pointless drama in my life. I don't need that. I need people around me who are positive, who uplift me, you know, and who respect my boundaries, respect my privacy, who don't judge me all the time, who don't bring up my past. Because at the end of the day, nobody is perfect. That is an absolute fact. No one is perfect. And the fact that no one is perfect, there is a flaw in everyone. And sometimes those flaws can affect you. Or sometimes you don't know someone completely. Like I said at the story about my friend who got manipulated and scammed. You don't know someone 100%. Because you're not them. You are you. You don't know what's going on in their head. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what problems they're facing on a daily basis. Right? And it's crazy because this happens all, like people go through these like problems all the time, right? And unfortunately, when people go through these problems or these types of manipulative people that they meet in their life, that's when they learn their lesson. That's when, okay, they realize that, okay, you know what? I need to stay away from these types of people. I need to protect my heart. I need to guard my heart. And then you become paranoid of people in general, which shouldn't be that way, but that tends to happen. You start becoming very, very paranoid in the sense that you don't want to tell everybody everything, right? Because of the tragic shit that happened to you. Because somebody snaked you. Somebody, you know, manipulated you, gaslighted you and shit. Right? But anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.